What's going on, guys? My name's Ashton. I'm here to pitch you my idea that I have for creativity entrepreneurship. So a little bit about me, my personal story, who I am. I'm a student at UCF, and I had this idea in creativity entrepreneurship of trying to help people that have common problems and novel ideas and novel ways of solutions. So, what is the problem? If anyone's ever been to an emergency room, they will tell you one thing. The most annoying part, or the most frustrating part, the biggest frustration people have is the wait time for emergency rooms. Now, this is typically due to the long processing times it takes to once you take in a patient. You have to find out who they are. You have to find out what's wrong with them. You have to find their insurance. It's a whole process. Now, this is what takes up a large portion of the wait times in the ER. So let's say you have a broken arm, you're going to have to wait in the ER for sometimes up to 3 hours. I've heard some horror stories online of people waiting in line, and that's not fun. It's a frustration that people have. So my solution is that we create a website hyperlink for each individual hospital. And once you're on your way to the hospital, let's say your significant other's driving you, you broke your arm, and on your way to the hospital, you can fill out your information while on the way there in transit. This would not only cut down on the actual time it takes for that processing time, it would also cut down on costs for less manpower in the hospitals. So not only are you saving frustration, your clients are frustrated because they're waiting hours and hours in the emergency room, you're also saving your hospital money in the long run due to less labor hours. So let's do like a customer story. Like I said, let's say you broke your arm and your significant other is driving you. Having that ability to put your information in will definitely speedline that process for you. That way you can see the doctor, hopefully get rid of the pain, or have a fix and have a solution earlier on in the process. Some supporting evidence and why this would be such a really good idea. On IBIS World, there's a concentration study of this industry, and it's very low. In urgent care centers, the industry exhibits a low level of market share concentration. The industry is highly fragmented, with no industry player accounting for more than 5%. Now, the reason why this is very helpful is because we can market this to individual hospitals and grow our portfolio from there. Once we have that large database, we can then possibly take it to a cloud-based service or a nationwide service as well. So the overall value proposition, what makes this different? Other alternatives would be, there are none. You have to go to the hospital, have to go into the emergency room, and you have to wait. There's no other option. If the wait time's 3 hours, and maybe you can go drive, a couple miles, maybe 10, 20 miles to the next hospital, and maybe their wait time's an hour. But there are no alternatives to this solution yet. And this is why I think the value proposition is so high, because you're fixing a customer's problem, their frustration, and two, you're also making a major benefit to the hospital later on in labor costs. So thank you very much. My name is Ashton Avari-Cooper, and this is my idea for creativity entrepreneurship.